no sooner than I say I've never seen a gator here than he's gonna make a liar out of me. Look over there. Big fat rascal too, sitting up there in the sun, warming himself. Reptilian. Good sized gator. Most of that tail, all that tail is submerged. That gator's probably 10 feet long. Gator, gator, who's got your gator? This little rascal. I haven't seen anything blooming for it to be a thistle out like that. Reckon that's a chunk of hair from something. I don't know what this is, but just the slightest breeze will move it. That is gorgeous, isn't it? I can't tell if that is a seed. I'm assuming it is, but I don't see anything blooming. That's the only one I've seen and the only one I have ever seen. Well, this little pond's full of gators. 1, 2, 3 that I can see. This is the first time I've seen any gators here. I've always figured they were here, but I've never seen one. Bugs are after me. I sprayed from my knees down to keep the sand fleas and chiggers and ticks off of me. I may have to spray all over. I could put the drone in here, but there's people have already gotten snagged, so there's all kind of snags and stuff down in here. Gator's liable to chomp it. Gator, gator, who's got your gator? There are 2 more of these things, whatever they are, so I'm assuming they are thistles of some sort. There's one, and there's another one over here. I'm going to see if I can find a tree that they are coming from. They are gorgeous. Not going to get too close to that water either. Alligator liable will come up out there and bite my arm off. Well, they don't have any information in the kiosk here. Let's say you got a propane tank here for some reason. You've got all these support outbuildings. I would have to think this is a pretty busy place during deer or boar season. Maybe, I don't know if there's any bear down here or not. Especially this being a designated campsite. I have found 4 or 5 more of those little balls, so they're thistles of some kind. I think you could probably still cook on that. It'd be marginal, I guess. You got these swings, you got that table there, you've got a table hung up here that you could bring down and set up. Non-potable water. You got propane going in over there. I don't see a vent up there. There may not be a bathroom, but these will unlock and open down where you have access all inside there. If there's a kitchen or whatever it is with propane going in. See if there's a vent on this other side. Well, I don't see a vent on the other side either. You got propane, something burning in there. You'd think you'd have a vent to vent out the gas. But anyway, well, yeah, so you got several of these support buildings with that tower. I don't see a water line coming down from it, but ladders up on top of that roof. We'll go out there and check that out. I like this place. coral snake, scarlet king snake, copperhead, black rat snake. I'm sure there'll be cottonmouths and rattlesnakes down here too. Remember the poem, red or on yellow, it'll kill a fellow. Red on black is a friend of Jack. This is out here at the nature trail, that nature walk. Well, normally I wouldn't video us going back out. Yeah, there's several campsites here, quite a few. Oh, 8 or 10. With the light the way it is, with the shadows coming across the road, but doesn't make for good video. But if we get stuck, it'll make for good video. This section through here is the roughest because of the tree roots that are out in the road. We get to that sandy part, I'm going to speed up and be going a little bit faster, but I don't want to take a chance on stopping and it not, and your back tire just spinning. It is packed down better than it has been. It could be the rain and people driving on it may have packed it down, but usually when this sand turns, it gets really wet, it just turns it into a quicksand. I guess that's what it is, really. Sand saturated with water. Has some buoyancy to it. You don't get down to the hard dirt till you get down to the bottom of the pond. So it's just a slush that you have no traction, or if you're in it and it's 10 feet deep, you got to hold your breath and keep floating to the top. we do not see something interesting or have an incident, we will delete this video. I think it's a pretty drive. 204, 75 degrees, I guess, maybe warmer. I'd like to get back and get this van set up ready to go, but I don't want to get back. I'll go to Ludowici and cut across 57. But there's another wildlife management area down here I want to check too. It's what is the name of this? It's on the other side of the road. You'd think it'd be Griffin Ridge, and that's what I've called it, but it's not. It's on the north side of the river. Townsend. It's another Townsend North, I think is what they call it. And that's where I was down by the river where the bluffs. Got 8 miles down that road in the Jeep. But the last time I was there was so much sand piled up, it's about 10 feet. You know, I was in the van, there's no way I could get through that. Couldn't get through that in the Jeep either. I don't know if the Department of Natural Resources did that on purpose or whether nature did it. But we're going to go back there. If we can get down that road next to the river, that would be nice to see the river as high as it is. The only thing, it may be up out of the bank. But if we can get there, we're going to find out. Because that's where we're headed now. We'll come out of here and turn right, go down maybe a mile, something like that, right across from that other one, and turn at where the sand pit is. Go out past the sand pit and get to the wildlife management area roads. I think we're going to come up on some heavy sand. Probably speed up a little bit. Now I've got a real pretty tree. It's gone. It was right out here. Oak tree that had died, and I got some pictures of it, and it was really neat. Doggone it, many snakes and critters that have been run up out of the lowland. We ought to be seeing some critters. But if you were to walk this road, you see all kind of tracks. This stretch here, it used to be a lot deeper here. This wasn't bad at all, and that's good and bad. That opens it up to people, more people that can get through, get through here, which I guess is the purpose. But there again, this is sort of a double-edged sword, me showing all these places and then more people wanting to go to them. And the more people that go to these places, the more they destroy them. Us people are very destructive beings. Okay, we're going to turn right, then we're going to turn left at the sand pit.